Hi there and welcome. My name is MJ and today I will be doing a timeless pick a card reading on decisions and choices. So if you are looking for any additional guidance or inspiration before making your decision or choice, then I hope that you will find useful information in this reading. As a timeless read, it may apply at any time that the message finds you and it resonates with you. The structure of today's reading will be as follows. There are 2 tarot decks to choose from. Each is supplemented with a couple oracle cards. We have the Runes card and Lenormand cards. And we will be starting with reviewing the oracle cards. They will give us the overall vibe, the overall energy of the situation that you are in, the overall energy that surrounds your situation. And then within the tarot cards, we will be looking at first how you see your situation, how it makes you feel, then what is stopping you from making the choice, making the move, what is the challenge, and then what is the advice from the universe. So without further ado, if you chose deck number 1, then let's see what's in the cards for you. And as I said, we will start with the oracle cards. We have the Runes card and we have the Lenormand card. So with the Runes card, you have the Ingus rune. Okay, and then with the Lenormand card you have the Bouquet of Flowers, number 9, and number 27, the Letter. So let's start with your Runes card, the Ingus. Okay, so it speaks of vitality, energy activation, being active. It can speak of fertility, good frame of mind, well-being, help in achieving success. It also speaks of no rush, patience in carrying out our plans, not being afraid of the future. Now, in its negative aspect, it may speak of isolation, some kind of paralysis, pointless action. Okay? Now, the Lenormand cards. The Bouquet and the Letter. So the Bouquet of Flowers speaks of gifts, happiness, feeling appreciated. It can speak of invitation. The Letter card speaks of communication of any kind. The written communication can be a text message, an email, a phone call, meeting someone and discussing a message, and invitation as well. So what I'm getting from those 3 cards combined is primarily that help in achieving success or help in making your decision or your choice. That may come from either an invitation where you will meet someone and receive a message or a piece of information or a piece of advice, or it may be that communication incoming, a message in whatever form, again, a letter, phone call, whatever, that will bring you either the advice or the piece of information that will help you make your decision, make your choice. Okay? So that is the message from the oracle cards. Now, if you look at the Runes card, you have that little plant sprouting from the ground and cloudy sky, but there is a spot where the moon is actually visible. What it tells me intuitively is that your clouded mind, that lack of clarity that you currently have in making your decision or choice will be cleared out through that communication, that invitation, that message that will be of a nature of a gift with the bouquet. And you will start seeing clearly and you will be able to make that decision or that choice then. But first, those clouds need to be cleared out. Okay? So I really like that, but it seems that there is still, I need to wait a little bit for those, there is certain communication or piece of information that you need so that your clouded thoughts can be cleared out. So let's see what is in the tarot cards for you. And we will start with looking at how you see your current situation, how it makes you feel, how you perceive Your current situation, the choice, the decision that you need to make, how it makes you feel. We have the 8 of inspiration, which is the 8 of wands. For some reason I wanted to say 10 of wands. So you may be feeling burdened, because the 10 of wands is a card of burden, and actually it's called sometimes the burden of choice. Okay, so you may be choosing between projects, responsibilities, desires, things you need to accomplish. Okay, it will be different for everyone, but you may be feeling burdened with that choice that you need to make. But the card that actually showed up is the 8 of wands, 8 of inspiration, which is the card of communication, right? And we have the letter card in the Lenormand. So you may actually be waiting for that communication to come, or very intensively communicating with someone about that decision or choice that you need to make. Because we are looking at the cards from the perspective of how your situation makes you feel, I think you may be desiring the communication, okay? You may be very intensively communicating with yourself as well. So internally and very intensively assessing your situation, trying to find the right direction, the right option. Because you may be choosing between more than one, right? With the 10 of wands that came to my mind at first, there may be multiple things that you are choosing between, and there may be a need to really cut off most of them and choose only a few or only one. And that may be the burden of choice, because all of them may be appealing to you equally. For example, if it's projects, let's say, or creative ideas, okay? Or any other kinds of ambitions or desires that you may have, or if it's responsibilities that you need to choose between, then it may not be a matter of desire, but trying to choose or prioritize the ones that are the most important at this particular time. Okay. What else? How your situation makes you feel. How do you feel about making that choice? Because you may be thinking where to invest your energy, right? If it's responsibilities, or even if it's desires, you have limited energy, limited resources, physical resources or monetary resources. The 4 of inspiration, which is the 4 of wands. Okay, so there's a lot of fire in the way you feel about that situation. But on one hand, there's that intensity, whether it's communication with someone or you intensively assessing those choices, options. On the other hand, there's stability and solid ground with the 4 of inspiration, right? Which is the number of celebration, the card of celebration, but also very solid foundations laid out for the future. I think you are enthusiastic. Okay, again, for some it may be that you are burdened with that choice, but for most of you, I feel you are actually kind of enthusiastic about making that choice, with that fiery energy, that passionate energy that you have. Still, the choice is kind of problematic because there are so many options to choose from, so I feel you are choosing between more than 2. And at the same time, it gives you that feeling of, laying solid foundations. The choice that you are making is important because you know that it will determine your nearest future somehow, or if you choose rightly, then you will lay solid grounds for a long-lasting result and for something that will determine your future. Okay, but I think you are feeling quite well about making that choice, but you are like a little impatient perhaps. And you would really want to have that piece of information that would make you choose, because you're eager to make that choice. You see, it's almost as if she was getting to the finish line, but this finish line is stretching and she cannot get to the other side. So there's that feeling of impatience. You finally want to be on the other side where the choice is already made. So let's move forward and see what is stopping you in making the choice. What is the obstacle? Intuitively, I think that the obstacle is too many options to choose from and lacking this piece of information or this piece of advice. But let's see what the tarot cards have to say about it. What is stopping you? What is the challenge? What is the obstacle? What is the challenge in making that choice now? This deck is making me work. It's not willing to give cards easily today. It is too many. What is the obstacle? Okay, thank you. The Sun. It's kind of weird to have the Sun as the obstacle, right? The Sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck, the powerhouse of the deck. Open your hands to receive all the good things, sweet happiness, enthusiasm, optimism, okay? You are extremely enthusiastic about making that decision, but what you are missing is that light of truth. You need enlightenment, that piece of advice or that piece of information that will enlighten you and will make that choice very easy then. It's like it will almost, the light will point out into the right option. This is what's the challenge in your situation. This is what I said, like intuitively. It's just a missing piece of information, piece of advice that will almost fall right into that right option. It will enlighten it. All the other options will be in the dark. See, I said the dark clouds will clear out and there will be that spot that will show the right option. So what is the universe's advice for you then? We have the Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Voices is a card of trickstery, okay? It can be a card of lies, illusion, but it is also a card of assessment, evaluation, reflection with number 7. The Seven of Swords for me is always the card of self-sabotage, like this self-sabotage talk that I am not worthy enough, or that I'm not knowledgeable enough to achieve something, I'm not good enough. So I think as a piece of advice, it tells you primarily not to feed yourself with those kind of thoughts like, I will never make that choice, I will never get that information that I need, I will always be in the chaos. This is your trickster mind speaking those words, so don't listen to it. But let's clarify further. Okay. Six of Voices, so the Six of Swords. See, you need to move to the calm waters, calm your mind, and don't feed yourself with that self-sabotage, toxic thoughts, okay? Because you will just stress yourself. Don't waste your energy. You are so enthusiastic, so happy about making that choice. Don't change that happiness and enthusiasm into an illusion and fear. You need to move away to the calm waters and let that sky clear out. Let those clouds clear out. The time will come. You will get that piece of information that will feel like a gift, and you will be able to make that choice. It will be extremely easy. Once this piece of information shows up, the choice will be like this. Okay, so we just need to give it time. The right time will come. The right choice will be illuminated. Keep your enthusiasm alive. Okay, I hope that was useful. Let's now move to deck number 2. So if you chose deck number 2, this is what's in the cards for you. Starting with the oracle cards, you have the rune Radho. Okay, I always say, I don't know if that's the 100% right pronunciation of the names of those runes, but I'm doing my best. And then you have, within the Lenormand cards, you have number 10, the Scythe. And number 2, the Clover. Starting with the Runes card. This one speaks of the path away. It can be a trip, activity of any kind, eliminating obstacles, changing current state of things, getting safely to the destination place. It can speak of justice and alignment with the natural cosmic rhythm. Okay, in its negative aspect, it can speak of chaos and discontent from that natural rhythm. Okay. Now the Lenormand card, the Scythe card, can speak of danger, break, sudden end or sudden change, but it also speaks of crop field being cleared out to make way for the fresh green shoots. It also speaks of surgical precision, and intuitively it makes me think of the time of harvest, right? Now the Clover card is happiness, hope, good luck, a happy-go-lucky person, someone who is carefree, easygoing. But it also speaks of little surprises, synchronicities, happy accidents, happy alignment of events. So those 3 cards combined, they say that you will eliminate obstacles. Obstacles on your way to make the right choice or decision when the divine time comes. So that's where the aspect of alignment with the natural rhythm comes into play. Just like there is a natural rhythm for the harvest, right? That's exactly what you need, the divine right time to make your choice, because you need certain happy accidents, happy alignment of events, and you will know the right time. There will be certain synchronicities that will allow you to make the right choice. So it's almost like with the Wheel of Fortune, right? The events, the timing, the stars, okay, need to align so that the right time comes for you to make that choice, so that this lucky synchronicity can show up in your life, allowing you to make that choice, okay? It may, for someone, it may be actually in the time of harvest, okay? It may be very specific for someone. But I think luck is on your side, because this card makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune, and then we also have the Clover. So I think it is on your side, but again, you need to put a little patience to align those events to align, okay? So let's see what the tarot cards have to say about your situation, starting with how you perceive your situation, how you see it, how it makes you feel. How do you perceive your situation, how you view it, how it makes you feel, making that choice, standing in front of that decision point, how does it make you feel? Okay, all the decks are making me work today. Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune. I was just talking about the Wheel of Fortune. I think you feel that it's the time, but in reality this card says, no, you still need to wait for the divine right time. Luck is on your side and the wheel is turning in your favor. So you may be feeling a little impatient because you may feel that nothing is happening, but in fact, even though you don't see it, the wheel is turning. But I think it makes you feel impatient. You would really want the events to start happening perhaps quicker. Some of you actually may feel that it's not the right time yet, but for majority, I feel that impatience. You would want to be able to make that choice by now. Can we get a little more details about how this decision or that choice makes them feel, please? You know, again, the Wheel of Fortune is number 10, just like the Scythe card. Completion and a new beginning. Perhaps you want to complete a cycle in whatever area of your life, or complete a project. You may be eager to do it, but it's just not the right time yet. Okay, one flipped over, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, so I think you are kind of on fire. You would really want to be able to make that choice from the place of authority, right, with the King, because that is the energy of a leader, authority, master of that particular energy. So in this case, you feel like the master of fire, okay, maybe very creative energy, or just your desires, your passions. The King is a protective heart. The fire energy speaks of mastery in some area. It can be a peak of something. It also speaks of strength, but I'm picking up on that peak vibe. It's like you feel that it's the time, that the peak of certain events, like you want to move forward, right? That something is ending, you have reached the peak of something and you want to move forward. But it's still not the time. It may be extremely close, really. So you're extremely eager. It's like it's burning you to make that choice. I'm sorry. Let's see what is stopping you. What is the challenge? What is the obstacle in making that choice? What is the challenge, please? Those decks are really making me work today. Shuffle and shuffle to get the right cards. Okay, something flipped over. The Hermit. The Hermit. Be silent for a time. Shut out external influence. Retreat into solitude. Listen to your inner wisdom. If this is the challenge or obstacle, something that is stopping you, you know, not only there needs to be the right time for the harvest, for making the right choice, but also I feel if the Hermit is the challenge, there may be too much external noise around you, okay? And that may be bringing chaos and confusion. Be silent for a time, okay? Go within, listen to what you know is right. And perhaps your inner knowing will tell you, you need to wait for the divine right time. And that will stop this fire burning. And then you will be able to calmly wait for the right time to make that choice to come. But I feel there is just too much noise around you, too many people perhaps trying to give you advices, or maybe it's just you in a very chaotic state of thoughts, okay? So it tells you to go deeper within, into solitude, into that retreat, and listen to your inner knowing. Let's see if there's anything else that we can clarify the challenge with. Is there anything else for the challenge, please? Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering one's skill set, diligent work, polishing your skills, but also already having some results in polishing them. In the position of challenge, I feel this with impatience. Again, the impatience aspect. Because I do think that you feel that you are polishing something that is already perfect in your eyes. Because I said with the King energy, it's like a peak of something. You feel that you have reached the peak and that you are not moving forward, that your work is not moving you forward. It's like you're stagnant even though you keep working. Because you keep polishing something that is already perfect. It will not be better even if you continue working on it. That's what I feel. And that's the challenge in make. So perhaps you should, again, with the Hermit, retreat into solitude. Perhaps take a break from the work that you're doing and allow things to unfold in the right timing. Okay? Let's see what is the advice from the universe for you. What is the advice from the universe, please? And again, shuffling and shuffling to get the right card. What is the advice? Thank you. Five of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Pentacles is typically a card of lack, feeling a lack of something. But in this particular case, I think it really tells you to actually let go of this thing that you may be working on, or let go of that decision for now, from making that decision. Let's clarify this further. Because the Five of Pentacles, it's also a card of like leaving something or someone out in the cold. Ten of Pentacles, my God. You only have Pentacles. First of all, this is earth energy. I do think it tells you to ground yourself, okay? You may be too, with the King, you may be really too much on fire. Even the Eight of Pentacles, that's your obstacle or your challenge, right? You're too on fire. Perhaps it makes you not see clearly, okay? So the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in the advice position, I think you need to ground yourself, but at the same time, let go of this something that is taking so much energy. It's like almost sucking energy out of you. With the 10 being the number of completions and achievements, again, that is the peak, okay? So maybe it's time to leave this. I'm not saying abandon it. You created a beautiful result in something, in whatever area of your life. Now you're trying to choose probably where to move forward. So you need some time away from it so that you can gain perspective, okay? That's what I'm getting with the advice. It's like, take some time out. You have been so focused on work again, in whatever area of your life. It can even be within relationships. You just need to let go of this something and gain perspective. Go into a retreat mode. Okay? The Hangman at the bottom of the deck. Change your perspective. Look at things from a different point of view, from a different angle. You need to let go of this something that you are so engaged in, so that you can look at it from a different angle. Okay? And surrender yourself to that new ways of thinking. It may mean sacrifice, okay? So sacrificing something, it may feel as if you're sacrificing this thing that you created, but it's not. You just need to let go of it for a moment so that you can look at things from the distance. It will allow you to expand your consciousness as well, expand your perspective, gain new wisdom. You know, the Hangman is also a meditative card, a little bit like the Hermit is. And spend some time in this retreat, isolation, solitude, and allow things to unfold in their right time. You need to rest. Okay? And I will leave it there. I hope that was helpful and that you found the information that you were looking for. If you enjoyed and if you had a good time with me, I would be honored if you consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button, perhaps the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post new things. As always, I hope to see you next time, and please do take care of yourself.